Are you sabotaging your own happiness? Look, we all want healthy, thriving relationships, but sometimes we engage in behaviors that do more harm than good. We're talking about those toxic habits that can poison the well of love. In this series, we're diving deep into 12 common relationship killers that you absolutely must avoid. Understanding these pitfalls can save your relationship or put you on a path to having one that is stronger and healthier. So, let's get started on this journey to better love and connection. You can't expect your partner to be a mind reader, can ya? Not communicating your needs, wants, and feelings is like setting your relationship up for failure. When you don't communicate openly and honestly, misunderstandings fester and resentment builds. It's like letting dishes pile up in the sink. Eventually, it's gonna stink up the whole house. Don't let things fester, folks. Communicate, open up, share, and keep the love alive. Now, there's a difference between constructive feedback and constant criticism. If you're constantly nitpicking and putting your partner down, you're going to chip away at their self-esteem and the foundation of your relationship. Remember, folks, you should be each other's biggest cheerleaders, not their harshest critics. Constant negativity only breeds resentment and defensiveness. Instead, focus on open communication and understanding. This will strengthen your bond and create a healthier, happier relationship. Now, we've all felt a twinge of jealousy at some point, haven't we? But let me tell you something. A little jealousy here and there is different than letting that green-eyed monster take over the whole dang relationship. Excessive jealousy. It's like a poison, slowly eating away at the trust you've built. It's about control, plain and simple, and that's a recipe for disaster. You start snooping through phones, questioning every interaction, and that's no way to live, is it? Instead, open communication and trust-building exercises can help you overcome these feelings. Remember, a relationship thrives on trust and mutual respect, not on suspicion and control. Look, we all get busy, life throws curveballs, but your partner, they need to know they matter. They need to feel seen and appreciated. When you neglect their needs, emotional, physical, or otherwise, you're basically saying they're not a priority. This can create a rift. This can lead to feeling emotionally empty and disconnected, like you're living separate lives under one roof. It's a lonely place to be. Ask yourself, how long can any relationship survive on autopilot? Make the effort to be present, to truly connect. Let me tell you something, trust is the foundation of any relationship. You start chipping away at that foundation with little white lies, omissions, hiding things, it's going to crumble, I guarantee you that. Dishonesty, it's a deal breaker for a reason. Once that trust is broken, it's like trying to put a shattered vase back together. You can try to glue it back, but it'll never be the same, will it? Trust is fragile, and once it's shattered, the pieces never fit perfectly again. Remember, honesty is the best policy. Keep that foundation strong. You know, folks, relationships thrive on appreciation. When you feel appreciated, you feel valued. But when that's missing, it's like a slow poison. You start questioning your worth, wondering if you even matter to your partner. That's a recipe for disaster. You deserve to be with someone who appreciates you for you. Remember, appreciation is the glue that holds relationships together. Listen, we all have dreams, aspirations. But what happens when your life goals clash with your partner's? One of you wants kids, the other doesn't. One's career-driven, the other prioritizes family. These are fundamental differences that can create a huge rift. You end up pulling in different directions, and that's no way to build a future together. Finding common ground is essential to avoid drifting apart. Let me tell you something. Relationships are like gardens. You gotta nurture them. Spend time together to make them grow. If you're not investing time in your relationship, it's going to wither away. Date nights, shared hobbies, even just cuddling on the couch, these are the things that strengthen your bond. So make time for each other and watch your relationship flourish. You know, folks, in relationships, we're not always gonna see eye to eye. Disagreements are gonna happen. But let me tell you something. Not resolving conflicts is like letting trash pile up in your house. It's gonna stink, attract pests, and eventually, you won't even be able to find the remote. You gotta take out the trash, folks. Talk it out, find common ground, and clear the air. Don't let resentments fester and poison your relationship. Address issues head on, and you'll find your bond growing stronger. Remember, communication is key. Keep the lines open and don't sweep problems under the rug. Listen, we all have dreams, goals, and aspirations. And in a healthy relationship, you should be each other's biggest cheerleaders. But when you stop supporting each other's growth, you're essentially holding each other back. It's like putting your partner in a box and saying this is as far as you go. This can lead to frustration and a sense of being trapped. That's a recipe for resentment and unhappiness. Encourage your partner to pursue their passions, celebrate their wins, and be there for them through their challenges. Remember, a thriving relationship is one where both partners can grow and succeed together. You gotta respect boundaries. Everyone's got them. Think of it like your personal space, your emotional no-fly zone. If you keep crossing those lines, disrespecting what your partner needs, you're headed straight for a crash landing. Listen up, partners aren't mind readers. You gotta communicate your needs, set those boundaries, and enforce them. Boundaries are the foundation of a healthy relationship. Respect them, and you'll thrive together. Let me tell you something, folks. Relationships are a two-way street. You can't always have it your way, and neither can your partner. Compromise is key. It means finding that middle ground where you both feel heard, respected, and willing to give a little. Remember, you're on the same team. Working together is essential. When you both give a little, you both gain a lot. We've covered the 12 relationship killers you must avoid. From lack of communication to disrespecting boundaries, these behaviors can poison your relationship. But here's the good news. You can change these patterns. By working on these areas, being honest with yourselves and your partners, you can build healthier, stronger, and more fulfilling relationships. Subscribe for more insights into improving your personal life and relationships.